Hi, this is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel. I'm a bit messed up because my webcam keeps turning off and then it doesn't record, it doesn't save any of the videos that I do, so I'm kind of upset and I'm trying this video for the last time today and hopefully it'll work. So if you're watching this, it worked. Anyways, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel. Hello. If you're a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So this is a bookish video, so if you're here for crafty content, I apologize. This video may not be for you. Sorry, that was just my air freshener going off. I lost what I was saying. Oh yes, there is going to be a crafty content video coming up soon. I've done a lot of crafty things, so it will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so this video is about Historathon 3.0, which is hosted by Amanda the Curly Reader, and I forget who the other two are. I apologize. There's two other booktubers who are hosting it. I cannot remember their names or their channels. I watch a lot of booktube. I forget which ones are which. And there's so many readathons going on. But I know the Curly Reader is one content creator that's created this readathon. I will link them below though. So Historathon is a historical fiction readathon that happens in all the month of November, and I'm looking forward to doing that readathon. I've never taken part in it. I mean, I've read like one book once. This time I want to read all 9 prompts. Well, 8, because one of them I couldn't do. I will talk about that. So I've got my handy dandy little notebook with all the prompts, and let's get started. So each prompt is linked to the prompt before it. So I will explain. The first prompt is the group read, which is The Lost Girls of Willowbrook by Ellen Marie Wiseman. I looked that book up at my library, and it has like a million holds on it, so I can't get it before the end of November. So it did say either the group read or a book with Lost in the title. So I have the Book of Lost Friends out from the library by Lisa Wingate. I will read this one because obviously Lost is in the title. And this book is about, takes place in 2 timelines. One is in Louisiana in 1875 and the other is in Louisiana in 1987. And in 1875, 3 young women, Lavinia, Jeannot Jane, and Hanny, Hanny's a former slave, and they set off as an unwilling companions on a perilous quest. I don't know much else about it. I don't like reading synopses on books, but I'm looking forward to reading this. It's all about slavery, and they're looking for hope, it says. Beyond the swamps lie the limitless frontiers of Texas and improbably hope. And then in Louisiana in 1987, there's a first-year teacher, Benedetta Silva, who teaches at a rural school. She goes to a new town in Augustine, Louisiana, where she deals with poverty-stricken students. So it's a lot about poverty and slavery and stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I know Lisa Wingate wrote The Home for Unwanted Girls. Is that what it's called? It says here. No, Before We Were Yours. I got the wrong book. And that was... I haven't read it, but I want to read Before We Were Yours. But I have a lot of people that love Lisa Wingate. I know a lot of people do. So, I mean, I don't know them personally. I know them from BookTube. That's it. So, this is a large print book. So, I'm excited about that. And then the next prompt is linked to the first one. So, the second prompt is read a book set in a different country than your previous read. So, this takes place in the United States. This book, Where the Sky Begins, which is the new book from Rhys Bowen. This is a standalone novel, and it takes place in London, I believe. London, 1940, and it's around the World War II. And yeah, it's a World War II book. It's a love story. She marries someone, and it is not a happy marriage, and he goes off to war. And while he's at war, she meets another man and falls in love, and then her husband comes back from war. So that sounds good. Rhys Bowen writes a lot of cozy mysteries, and I believe this one has a bit of a mystery in it as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all these books. Then we have read a book with a similar cover as the last book. So This book, as you can tell, has a woman standing with her back towards us. Which book did I pick? I actually have two that could do this, but, right. This book. There's a woman standing with her back toward us, and I think that's similar. I mean, even the background's kind of similar. So, this one is Because I Could Not Stop for Death. It's a new book by Amanda Flower. This is a cozy mystery, historical cozy mystery, about Emily Dickinson and her helping someone solve mysteries. So, I did start this book already, and because I wanted to, and I'm on chapter 7 or something like that. I lost my bookmark, so it fell out. So this book is, I thought it was in the point of view of Emily Dickinson, but no, it's the point of view of her maid. But Emily Dickinson is a teenager in this book, and they solve a murder, and I'm looking forward to finishing that. Then we have Read a Book Set in a Different Decade than the last book. So this one, I can't even remember when it takes place. 1855. This takes place in 1855. And this one, The Missing Manuscript of Jane Austen, I don't know exactly when it takes place, but I think it's just present day. Hang on. Let's see if it says at the beginning of chapter 1. No. I'm assuming it's present day, but it is historical fiction. I consider historical fiction because it's dealing with a manuscript to do with Jane Austen. I mean, it's not technically historical fiction because, I mean, I don't know for sure. It's about a lady in present day who hears about a missing manuscript of Jane Austen and she goes to search for it or something like that. I don't know for sure, but I'm looking forward to read that. I got this recommended on a channel I watched. Again, I don't remember whose channel, but yeah. So that's a different decade. And then, and this is by Siri James. Sorry, this is by Siri James. Or Siri? I'm assuming Siri. Read a book whose author last name starts with the initial of the last book. I think I said that all wrong, but you know what I mean. So for that, this one, Siri James, starts with a J. For that, I'm going to listen to an audiobook, and it is The Jane Austen Society by Natalie Jenner. I'll put the photo up here. And that book, J and J, James and Jenner. So, perfect. This book, I don't know much about, but it just sounds good. And I read anything to do with Jane Austen. I haven't read many Jane Austen books themselves, but I like learning about her and reading about her. So, I'm excited for that. So, that's the Jane Austen Society. And then number 6 is read a book with fewer pages than your last book. So, let's see, the Jane Austen Society, I looked on Goodreads. It has 320 pages for the hardback. So I got Come Hell or Highball by Maya Chance. I'll put the picture up here. And again, it's an audiobook I'll be listening to from Libby. And it is 307 pages according to Goodreads. So, next prompt is read a book with the protagonist of a different race than your last book. Oh, my nose. Okay. I don't know what the race for Come Hell or Highball is. I'm assuming by the way the picture looks on the video that she is on the picture. I think she's white. So, yeah, I think she's white on the picture. I mean, you'll see the picture, but I think she's white. So, I am doing a reread, and this is Karen Kingsbury, who I love Karen Kingsbury. She's a Christian fiction author, Christian romance. I've been reading a lot of Christian fiction recently. I used to love Christian fiction, and I just kind of turned off of it for a while, and I'm back into it now. So I can get this audiobook as well. So I may read it physically, or I may listen to the audiobook. But this is A Distant Shore by Karen Kingsbury. This came out last year, I think. Hang on. I think I read it last year, and I think it came out that year, but can't turn pages. Come on. Okay, it doesn't say. I went to the wrong page after all. Okay, 2021. Yeah, this was last year. This book, one of the main protagonists is a woman from Belize, and she was born, I believe she was born in Belize in this book. So I looked up, and people who were born in Belize are usually, I mean, there's a lot of mixed races in Belize. A lot of them are either Creole, Maya, or there was one other, but I'm assuming she has darker skin. I mean, does it show here? No, it doesn't. So I'm considering that a different race because, you know, if she's Creole, then she's definitely a different race. And if she's Maya, or is it Maya? Is that what it's called? I don't know races very well. I mean, I know I'm white. That's about it. I'm very pale. But, yeah. This book this book was really good. I read this book already. It's about a girl who is raised in a brothel, an illegal brothel, where her father in Belize kidnaps or convinces runaway girls he convinces them they can give them a good life, and he basically they're sold into sex slave or into this sex work. And she lives with them. She's not a prostitute, but she lives with them. And she sometimes helps get the girls to come into the business. They're all under 18, so it's a very difficult book to read. I think Karen Kingsbury does this really well, though. It's not graphic, but you know what's happening, so it's really hard to read. And the other protagonist in this book is a man, a police officer from the United States, who goes to Belize to take down her dad and the business and rescue the other girls. And he convinces her to help him take her dad down. So this book was really good. It's got a bit of a love story between the two as well, so I enjoy that. And I just love this cover. Look at that cover. Isn't it gorgeous? The ocean plays a big part in this book, so I'm looking forward to rereading that. Okay. Then, I turned my page. Prompt 8. Read a book from an author that was blurbed on your last book. Now, there's a problem because this book does not have any blurbs in it. I mean, I cannot find any blurbs. And it's just, I'm shocked because doesn't every book have a blurb? I mean, it's just, there's no blurbs. There's nothing. It goes from the title page, and it lists all her books, and then it goes right to chapter 1. There's nothing on the back except for the synopsis, so there's no blurb on this, so I can't do prompt number 8. Prompt number 9, read a book that has the same amount of letters I can't read my own writing. In the title as your last book. Same amount of letters in the title as your last book. I can't read my writing. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 13 words in the title. So for that, I'm listening to another audiobook, and I will put the picture up here. It is The Dressmaker by Kate Alcott. And that, I don't know what that's about, but I have read another Kate Alcott, I believe, and I'm looking forward to reading that. This is another historical fiction with 13 letters. So I got like 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 audiobooks, and the rest are physical. And then I do have other books I want to read for Historathon, or at least in the month of November. I've got a lot of, look at all these books I want to read. I mean, they're all from the library. I've got more on my bed. But this one is one I want to read. It is The Forgotten Daughter by Joanna Goodman. Oh, this is the author of The Home for Unwanted Girls. I knew I read that somewhere. This is the large print version. It happens in 1992. I mean, that's historical, right? I mean, it's pretty pathetic when 1992 is historical. But anyways, And then I also have The Paris Library by Janet Skyslin Charles. I am about halfway through that book. I want to read that. This book is about a girl named Odile? I'm not sure. It's Odile. Odila? Maybe Odila? And it's in Paris in 1939, just before the war. And she is traveling from a small town. She moves to Paris with her friend, and she gets a job at the American. Nope, that's the wrong book. I just read The Little Bookshop, the Paris Bookshop, something like that. This is the wrong book. This book, Odila, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She works at the American Library in Paris, and when the Nazis marched into Paris, her and her fellow librarians joined the resistance. And then it also takes place in Montana in 1983, where Lily is a lonely small town teenager, and she gets interested in her elderly neighbor who happens to be Odila. So this book is really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of into World War II books. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like them. So I want to read that. That's all for historical fiction. So, can I do it? I don't know. I'm glad this video lasted, that it recorded. Thank goodness. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up, as it does help my channel be seen by other people, and so I can grow my channel. And, yeah, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe if you want to, and let me know in the description box below. I want to talk to people, so let me know what you have planned for Historathon, if you're planning on doing a Historathon. What books do you want to read for Historathon? Just talk to me. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you very much for watching. I was gonna say something, but I forget what I was gonna say. I have this cozy little outfit, like it's got a hood and everything, and I wear it in the evenings because it's nice and warm. My landlords gave it to me for my birthday. My birthday's actually next month, but they gave it to me early because it was cold out, and they wanted to give it to me early. And my landlady, she was so excited about giving it to me. She's like, I want to give it to you early. So I love this. It's got like little pockets in the front, like this. It's so cute. I love this. Anyways, I don't know why I was talking about that. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And talk to you later. Bye, guys.